Alrighty, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's slightly after 9 o'clock. We're running a little bit late. Apologies for the delay, but it's the last draw of a long day here at the Potomac Curling Club for the Draw 8 of the 2024 Elizabeth Childs Challenge, the GNCC tournament for women of 5 years experience and under. My name is Alan McNeil. I'll be doing commentary today. Joining me on the controls is... Unfortunately, Todd's mic is not working. Let's try that again.
All right, Todd.
There we go. There's Todd. All right, the teams, as you can see, are just doing their opening handshakes and all that sort of thing while the ice crew's finishing their mop. We'll be bringing you the games here shortly. Our feature game will be here on Sheet B. It is the Potomac team Fresh Start against the team from Philadelphia, Jazz Hands. They're doing their coin tosses now, so we'll get going here momentarily. Other games that we will be bringing you across the sheets over on Sheet A, the Albany Nippers against Sweep Caroline. That's a B event first round game. Over on Sheet C, the Sweeping Beauties against Team Nutmeg, the Spice Curls. That's also a first round event in Sheet B. And over on Sheet D, we have Team Meow against the Golden Curls. That is the other A event, second round of the A event. Our feature game is also a second round A event. This means these teams won their first game. They're still in the running for the championship of the Childs tournament, which gates the winner a berth to the USCA 5 and Under Nationals later this season. So some of the games are getting their first stones going. We'll be throwing our first stones here momentarily. And it appears that Jazz Hands will be throwing the yellow stones. Fresh Start will be throwing the red. And Jazz Hands got the hammer from the opening coin toss. We'll bring you the updates on the other sheets and who has which color stones as soon as we figure that information out. And welcome to our viewers on the web stream here on a Friday night. If you have any questions, concerns, desires to see anything, please feel free to type it into our little chat there, and we'll get it back to you as soon as we can. All right, so we are just getting our game going here. The very second stone of the game being thrown by Team Jazz Hands. They're looking to put up a corner guard. Looks like they've done so. Red currently has a stone in the back of the 8-foot. Okay, on Sheet C, Team Nutmeg, the Spice Curls is red against Sweeping Beauties yellow. We've got that confirmed. And we're looking for the hammers on A and D. Not the hammers, the colors, rather. Second stone for Fresh Start, representing the Potomac Curling Club, is on its way, trying to draw behind that yellow guard. It just ticked off on it a little bit, rolled over to the right-hand side of the sheet just a little bit. It's basically creating two guards in the center. Not a significant concern there. Still very early here in these games, which got started about 20 minutes late. Just, the normal, a minute here, a minute there, it all adds up over the course of a long day. So thank you for joining in with us as we get going. So we do know that the team from Rocket City on D is throwing yellow. I'm not sure if that's the Golden Curls or Team Meow. Okay, so the Golden Curls over on sheet D are throwing yellow. They are, and Team Meow is throwing red. Team Meow is representing the Pittsburgh Curling Club, and the Golden Curls representing Rocket City. And over on sheet A, the Albany Nippers out of Albany against Sweet Caroline, who are from Cape Cod and Broomstones. Working on figuring that out. We'll get that information to you as soon as we know for sure. All right, and meanwhile, we're progressing through here on our feature game. We're rolling on the seconds stone for Team Fresh Start out of Potomac. Right now, Potomac is lying 2. Yellow does have one in the shot, one in the house over on the right-hand side of the 12-foot. There's a couple guards up in front of the current shot stone on the center line in the top 8. And that second red kind of in the back, half 8, half 12. So Stone being asked to draw in and get another point going. There we go. We're progressing down through. Another stone coming in from Team Fresh Start. They're trying to draw from our right to our left, basically trying to put another stone in the 8-foot. Hold on.
Oh, now you can hear me. Okay, hello. Ooh, those are some snazzy gold jackets.
Yes, they are.
Definitely that team is winning on style.
Yes, style is important. Okay, so we've discovered on sheet A that the Albany Nippers are throwing yellow, Sweet Caroline is throwing red. So now we finally know who all is throwing everywhere.
That is important to know.
Which is a thing that we did not know earlier.
What's the colors on sheet D?
D, Team Meow is red, Golden Guns is yellow.
All right, we got a stick throw here on sheet B.
Yes, there's a couple of stick throwers actually in our sheet B game. It makes me happy to see that.
I do think it's a little weird that Team Jazz Hands is not the one in the gold jackets. I assumed that was them. That was a good hit, though.
Team Jazz Hands is in the gold jackets.
Oh, okay. Well, sorry. Their stick thrower is not wearing her jacket then.
That may be.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is very, very snazzy.
Very snazzy.
Under bright enough lights, it would in fact probably bedazzle somebody.
It would. We have a glow spiel here at Potomac.
Had that a couple weeks ago.
Where we bring out the black lights, I believe, and the glow sticks. And
those jackets would have been great for that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was busy up in New Jersey. I missed it.
I don't know where I was, but I wasn't here. You're good. I just don't want to, like...
No, I know. You were trying to strangle me with the mic cord accidentally.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'd really rather you didn't, if that's okay with you.
Here we go.
Hold on. I'm trying very hard to not break the world.
Ken would not be happy if we broke this.
Ken would not be happy if we broke the world.
Ooh, nice little tap up.
All right, so a little tap up. Red is lying at least only three. The yellow in the back of the house.
I don't think they're three. They're... Oh, yeah, I guess that one on the front center line
probably is a little better.
Yeah.
But the second shot is pretty exposed, and it looks like Jazz Hands has every intent to deal with that right now. And they're...
Do you think they're going for the roll or just the hit? It's a tight roll.
It's going to start with the hit, and they'll go from there. The hit's the important part.
Yeah.
But their vice is a stick curler, so hits are the first thing you learn as a stick curler usually, speaking from experience.
Makes sense.
Although it appears that this is going to over-curl, but still it's actually going to do something good. What did it do? It promoted
Didn't adjust
a red
anything,
over,
but yeah.
Hit the one out of the center, just kind of replaced it. Red is 2. Red is now lying 2. Which I guess from Yellow's point of view is an improvement. They were holding 3 earlier, so that is slightly better. It's not quite the shot that they had in mind, but didn't have to be the shot they had in mind. Any shot's good. Still a couple stones to go.
Looks like we're putting up a guard here.
If I was Red, I feel like I would.
Yeah.
Where we don't have the hammer, we're trying to steal. It's a good place to guard up, and
we are at Skips Rocks.
Yep, the very first Skips Rock of the game, in fact. So last game on this sheet, there was a lot of movement. So, and it looks like the Fresh Start Skip is expecting something similar. We shall see how this goes from her first stone of the game in only their second game of the tournament.
How we doing out there, chatters? We can see your chat. You having a party on a Friday night watching some curling?
So she's in the hack, getting ready, and preparing to slide out. Stone is on its way. Sweepers aren't touching it yet. Now they're thinking about it. Now it looks like they're just kind of cleaning. Now they're putting some back into it. It's going to come across enough to be the effective guard they're looking for. It looks like it's actually going to be a pretty good guard.
Yeah, it's in there.
That's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
That's guarding that pretty well, at least as far as I can tell. I have a lovely shot through somebody's back right now, but
nah. So if you were Yellow, what would you call here?
Because
I don't see much for them.
I would probably be happy with a draw to the 4-foot to cut to 1.
Yeah, it looks like what they're thinking. They're thinking about coming in on the right side.
Is this my last if I'm Yellow? No, I have hammer, so I have 2 stones left, so I could consider a 2-stone play. I don't see a good 2-stone play. But the fact I don't see it doesn't mean they don't. All right, looks like their Skip, judging by nothing more than facial expression, she's not happy with her situation either.
Nope.
And don't blame her. I wouldn't be happy. I wouldn't be happy either if I was staring at this in the first end of the second game of the Child's Bonspiel. Where's the broom? Okay, so the broom is currently, it's actually even outside of the 12-foot, looking for a massive cut from our right to our left. This looks like, they're just trying to draw into the 4-foot as a cut down.
Yep.
Maybe put a stone in a position that they can use.
You got a lot of weight on that one.
It is a little heavy for this, I think. Although the sweepers are on it, so that's odd. I don't understand it. Maybe it's not as heavy as we think.
Hit?
Or they're concerned about the line.
Goodness, look at that curl.
They may be concerned about the line. They're going to pop that red. And actually, at the moment,
Now
they just gave red a mystery bonus third point.
Yeah.
Not really what they had in mind by any stretch of the imagination, I don't think. But, yeah, is what it is. Now, on the plus side, though, the draw path for their final draw is now wide open.
Which looks like the other team has noticed that.
I mean, kind of hard not to see that fact. I certainly just saw it. If I saw it, anybody could see it.
All right, we got last rock here on sheet C.
Do we know? They have their first end hammer coming up. Okay. That would be Team Nutmeg, the Spice Curls, trying to do something about sweeping Beauties.
It looks like red is already sitting 1, so they're just curling for 2.
Yes, you're definitely, I agree with it. I don't think it's going to happen. I think they're going to pop a guard.
That. Yeah.
Yeah, nope, they popped a guard. They didn't promote that yellow enough to make it shot, did they?
Nope, doesn't look it.
Okay, good.
So it looks like we have 1 red on sheet C.
All right, that will put Team Nutmeg, the Spice Curls, up 1-0 over Sweeping Beauties.
All right, and back to sheet B, we got our
final red stone.
Yes.
They're basically trying to block up that draw, I would imagine. Yeah.
Do we know what the score was on D? It looks like they finished their first
We have
end.
not seen them. They have not hung a score yet, and I didn't catch the result. So is stone's going to be. That's actually a pretty good guard on that draw line. Well, it's drifting in a little.
It's in the way.
You might be able to draw around it, but it definitely makes it a harder shot.
Given how much their hit curled, I mean, I think you can get around it.
Yes, but you'd have to. Okay, so they're getting ready to hang the score on D. It is a 1-4 red, so that means Team Meow got 1 over to lead the Golden Curls 1-0 after 1.
And we are watching Last Rock on sheet A as well.
And sheet A has a bunch of stones in the house. I'm not even going to pretend to know what the score is over there at the moment. So.
Oh, wow. Red is sitting 2 for sure, maybe 3. And they just curled a third one in, which is stopping.
Definitely 3, maybe 4. They're going to take a quick look at that. Wow.
So that's going to be
certainly a big score, big number for Sweet Caroline. The question is it a crooked number or is it a bunch of straight numbers coming together? I feel like it's probably a 3 from my angle, but our cameras are not
They are
perfect.
very close.
They're thinking about the measurement, I think.
They
haven't kicked those. They haven't kicked those stones yet. They haven't touched them. Oh, now they have. Oh, they've got a score. I don't know what it is, but they've got one. All right, and the hammer's on the way here on B. They're trying to draw around everything.
They are not around it.
No, I'm a little concerned. Are they going to kick that red in with enough force to score another point? No, definitely not.
All right, so that is a steal of 3.
That is a steal of 3 to start the first end off. Fresh start over Jazz Hands, 3-0 after 1.
So we got some big numbers going up on the board.
And apparently it's officially a 4 over on A. Sweet Caroline got the 4.
That is a big first end.
Yes. I don't know what else to say to that one other than
Yeah. So is this is our last draw of the night?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Certainly my last draw of the night. I don't know if anybody else is going to be here. I've been in Bonspiels with midnight draws. They suck.
Yeah.
All right, and they officially hung the 3 that we were pretty sure B got, so that just confirms that up. So all the games are now in the second end. Hooray.
Oops. We got somebody out here cheering on Jazz Hands, and Sarah's over here cheering on Fresh Start. So
and also saying hi to us. Hi, Sarah. How you doing? We had nothing better to do on a Friday evening than bring you 5 and under GNCC curling.
I don't know. I went out there and mopped for this scrape. I got all my exercise in.
Get your steps in.
Yeah.
It's an important thing to do.
They made me mop 3 times. That's a lot of steps.
That's a lot of steps. That's more steps than I would take, and of course I sit a lot.
Yeah.
That red stone just went clear through, a little too heavy. It happens.
We did run rocks.
Yes.
You know, folks aren't necessarily used to that in their regular league night.
It's the ice prep crew.
How about I tell folks about what we did?
Yeah, run down the list of what all we did between those
Sure. So
games.
we started with a mop to clean up the ice. Then we used the nipper to scrape the ice. And then we pebbled the ice. We usually do, I think, a 77 pebble, right? 76, 77?
Sure.
So we pebbled the ice. Then we used the scraper to nip the ice. And then we mopped again. Then we ran rocks. It was yellow this time. Apparently we've been alternating the rock colors for good measure. And then we mopped again just to make sure it was extra clean and shiny out there.
All of the cleanliness. I haven't seen any unexplainable pics or anything like that as of yet.
Well,
so
that's good.
that is good. Hopefully we continue that trend all weekend. I know we pride ourselves on trying to provide the best ice possible for our Bonspielers.
We got good weather for it. If it gets too hot down here, it can.
Yeah. Shouldn't be too much of an issue. I don't think it's going to get much warmer this weekend. Is what I as
No,
as
it's
I
going to be
understand
colder
it.
tomorrow.
Right. And I mean, we just did a flood and
For Christmas, right?
no, like 2 weeks ago, not even a week ago.
Well,
we
special ice.
we did a flattening flood, and actually they also scratched the rocks. So that's part of why we're seeing the
Lots of curl.
significant curl. I was going to use significant.
No. And behind us in the warm room is the Scotties. They're doing a game tonight.
Yeah, there should be page playoffs there, I think.
I think it's one more game before the page playoffs. I don't know.
Yeah, sure.
They're playing again tomorrow and then again on Sunday. So.
Right, but I think tomorrow is the semi. I don't know. I can't keep track of the Canadian schedule. I can barely keep track of our schedule.
No, but they're showing Team Laws versus Team Sturmey right now.
Okay. And yellow, I think they meant to put a split house score kind of thing, but they ended up guarding. Little light. It happens.
Red's gonna take
Red's
advantage
gonna
of that guard.
try to draw behind it.
Yep.
See how that goes. Stone's on its way. I feel like it might have been delivered a little bit wide from my vantage point, but not horribly so.
I don't know.
Inches
Look
maybe.
at it swing.
It is swinging quite a bit, which on this ice, that's maybe
Looks
throwing
like
it a little
this
wide's the right answer.
Sweepers think it's a little heavy.
I think I agree with them. Might stick in the back of the house, but I don't think so. Nope. Clear through. Unfortunately, a little bit stiff. I wonder if the thrower there overreacted to where they just saw the yellow rock come up short.
So Team Fresh Start is Skip DeHung, Vice Katy Perry. Did you do this already? Did I pronounce her name wrong? Oh. Okay. I won't. Anyway. Where were we? Okay, we got another
We have Jazz
Yellowstone.
Hands throwing the Yellowstone.
Yes.
So they're front end scrubbing pretty hard. Got the stone in play, so that's good. It's if they were intending to guard their scoring stone, it has definitely overcurled. I assume that's what they were attempting to guard.
Yeah. I mean, it's a great corner guard, just not doing very much
Not
right
guarding,
now.
yeah, not guarding the thing they wanted to guard.
Nope.
Although interestingly, Fresh Start is not going after that open stone.
They're trying for the draw again.
They are trying for the dragon. I might go after that stone. I don't know.
It's pretty far in the back.
Yeah.
It's easy to outdraw it.
True.
Plus, it gives you a backing if she throws too heavy again.
True. And this stone, again, another stone just moving, just severely cutting from right to left. Our right to our left. Left to right as you're seeing it on the cast. But that moved.
It was a little light as well.
It was a little light, but this is the same problem they were having. I don't know, it's a problem. The same thing they were having last game. Stones cutting from our right to our left, left to right as you see it on the current screen, are moving a ton. There were a couple ends last game where literally all of the stones were on that left side of the sheet. So it's I don't know if something has put a preference in the sheet or if it's just how things are going between everybody, but stones are moving left on this sheet today.
Interesting.
And
Well, they have
another
hit
one.
their own stone.
And taken it out and rolled to the center line.
I imagine that was not what they were going
I
for.
think she was, I think she was about 6 feet heavier than she wanted to
All
be.
right, we're trying the draw again. Team Fresh Start. They know it's there.
Yeah, if I'd just seen the last couple of stones that I'd seen, I feel like I'd be giving it more ice. But
I mean, the last one was light.
yeah. So the delivery looked to me again like it might have been a little wide of the broom, but not.
I like where it's coming.
Not grievously
It looks
so.
good. I think they're going to run
It's
right
coming.
into
I
that
think
yellow.
they're going to pop that yellow. They're going to use the backing that was thoughtfully provided for them by Team Jazz Hands.
Yep.
And so red now lying one, open
Yes.
and exposed, and red doesn't have the hammer, but lying one. So,
Nope.
pluses and minuses.
Over here on sheet D, we've got an interesting house going on. If we can take a look at D for a
Got a
minute.
couple of yellow stones, a red stone holding on. Well, and then red chipped out one of them,
Yes.
rolled out themselves.
So let's see. Yellow is first shot. Red is second in the back. And then we've got 3 more stones hanging around in that 12-foot, taking up space.
Yeah, there's like 5 stones left this end over there, so the situation could change dramatically, but there could be an interesting number thrown up. All right, back here on our feature
B.
sheet.
Yep.
Looks like they're trying the draw to draw better than that red or draw
And
to that red. This is not going to
it's
get to that
curling.
red. It's going to be curled past that
That
red.
is curling heavy.
I'm not even sure they're going to clear those 2 guards up above the house. They're not. They're going to rub off that
That's
second
okay.
one.
They needed the rub.
Boy,
they're
I
now
don't think they
guarding
want to be.
shot
I don't
stone.
think they want to be there.
That is a tough plan B.
That was not the intent. That was not the desired result. I think I just saw the
So-
thrower asking the skip, can I throw something at hit weight?
Sarah says the curl has been nuts on this ice since the stone scratching. Light handle makes the stones curl like crazy.
That's pretty much what I have. What I also have seen.
Doug, the stone scratching is getting blamed. What is your take on that? Too much curl.
Water.
Yep.
Sorry, Doug's coming by taking drink requests, which announcer is very thankful for. Thank you, Doug.
I was seeing if he wanted to take the blame for scratching the stones.
I don't
but
think he did it.
No, probably Eric.
Yeah.
All right. Looks like
Red and
Team Fresh Start's
another
having the
stone.
same trouble with this curl. Like
Yeah.
they curled right into their own guard. Got nothing out of it,
Yeah, so now both of these teams are 5 and under, so they're newer curlers, newer skips, etc. But the question is going to be which team is going to figure it out first,
Yes.
because
Looks like
this is a weird enough ice situation. Thank you, sir.
Jazz Hands
this is
is going for the trick shot here. They're going to run in their yellow into the red. It's lined up. You got to know your ice call, though.
Aha! I see why the stick curler's stone is behaving like that. On
She's
her
hooking
delivery, she's got a push and a jiggle, so her stick is not in her delivery line, so she ends up offline.
Yeah, that was also a little light, unfortunately. And they've now got 2 guards lined up guarding shot stone.
Yeah. But it's I saw that because she was walking right towards me when she was just, and it's because she's like, okay, I'm making a hit, so I got to throw it a little bit harder. It's a natural instinct with a stick. You want to push, but you don't. If you push, you're 99 times out of 100, you're going to take the stone off the line, and you're going to end up with that result. And I speak like I'm an expert in this.
Yes. That's okay.
If I was that,
That's our job. We're commentators. We know everything.
If I was that good at my stick delivery, I would. Well, I wouldn't be out there because I'm
All right.
over
So what
5.
do we think Team Fresh Start's calling here? Just a guard, or they think they can come to the port?
All right, let's see here. They're up 3-0. Their lying shot They do not have hammer. This is first skip stone.
I think she's trying to come through the port.
I might come through the port for a second. Squid.
I don't think that port's there when we look at it from this end. I know it certainly looks like it is there on the camera, folks, but from here on the house side, it's...
I think you can get there, but I don't think this is the line that I get there on.
Okay, over here on sheet C, red is throwing their last rock. Yellow is sitting 3, it looks like. Sheet D, we've got 2 rocks right on top of each other. I cannot tell from my angle who is shot. And red is throwing their last rock again.
All right, so the stone is on its way on B, trying for that draw through the port that we weren't 100% sure was
She's
there,
short.
and she is light, and the line wouldn't have got there anyhow. She would have popped that yellow guard. Now, admittedly, if it was a little bit higher, she might have curled around it. Don't know.
I think if she'd put a little more weight on it, she might
But
have
now,
gotten
one
there.
thing that stone does do positively for them is it eliminates any possibility if yellow was considering the double run back, it ain't there now.
No, it is definitely not there.
So that's, I wouldn't mind if my opponents were attempting a double run back for one, but taking
Yellow
that
is
away,
taking a look at some trick shots. They're looking at the run back there on that yellow.
that's
Hard.
boy. Does she not have a better option?
Nope.
She has hammer, so she still has 2 stones this end, right? Yes.
All right, sheet C, red has thrown through, missed their shot. So yellow has a practically open draw for 4.
4. Which,
4.
hardest shot in curling. Hey, Skip, hit the 8-foot.
Sheet D is still an interesting house. I could not tell you what. Okay, so we've got a red and a yellow. The red looks slightly closer.
Oh, definitely, because the red's right on the red's right on the tee, whereas the yellow's behind the tee.
Yeah, yellow is throwing hammer, so I assume they're just trying to draw to the button here.
Probably. I might have a little. I might have a little bit wider line if I was doing that, but I haven't been paying as close attention to sheet D's performance as I have sheet B's.
No, I mean they could be trying just a little tap on that yellow.
Okay,
if they could
so
get to
the
it.
attempt at that weird raise is on its way here on sheet B. She's going to make the contact. Boy, this might be close. Stone
Nope.
has been hit. Tips the top. Nope. Okay.
No, unfortunately.
But does wreak havoc on the
opens
stuff
it
in
up.
the line. Why are they bringing that stone out? Did it hit the sideline? Must have.
It opened it up. They now have some view of shot stone.
They have an approach.
Yeah.
I don't know that it's an approach that I would want to take, but
Over
it's
on
available.
sheet D, yellow used their backing, so they just score 1.
to tie that game up 1-1
I didn't
after 2.
see C, but I think that yellow made it, so I think they scored 4. We'll see in a second.
Okay. All right, we're getting ready to throw reds last here on B.
And on A, yellow is throwing their last shot. Yellow is sitting 1. It looks
Yellow
like.
is probably sitting 1 in my opinion.
Yeah. Hard to tell.
Okay, so the
Probably yellow on A.
the fresh start skip is looking back at the shot that they called, trying to decide if they want to stick with it. I don't see any reason they wouldn't want to stick with it, but
I mean, I assume they're just putting a guard in like the 12 foot.
I mean, or maybe a scoring guard that just barely touches the 8-foot, but I wouldn't. That would be more the result that I would take if I threw a little heavy.
Yes.
I would rather have a guard.
It looks a little heavy.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's slowing down a little.
It was wide, so stuff does tend to go a little bit slower out there on the edge. And here comes the cut. I think they've still got room to get past the guard. They did get past the guard.
Wow.
Red lies too.
That is a good shot. That does not look like the shot they called based
That
on
was
what Katy Perry is.
Definitely not the shot they called.
No.
But so now Jazz Hands Skip is in that situation that I don't know about you, Katie, but I hate. Hey, you have
she's got backing.
you have a nice simple draw to the button. Oh, but it's against 2. Oh yeah.
I mean, all she's got to do is follow the rock down, same rock. Over here on sheet A, yellow has overthrown, so
Yes.
they will take their 1.
So they take their 1, which makes it a 4-1 game after 2. Sweep Caroline ahead of the Albany
5
Nippers.
to 1. Oh, wait,
4.
yeah, yellow, you're right, 4 to 1. Sorry.
It's okay.
All right, here on our feature sheet.
Here comes the hammer. It does appear to be basically a draw to the button. The broom is calling it for 6 feet and 3 inches of curl.
Hopefully, as new skips, they know to watch where the other skip has put the broom, and they have put the broom where the other skip put the broom.
That is well inside the broom.
Oh.
This is not going to get the job done.
No. That's unfortunate.
So, looks like a red steal of 2, barring some sort of weird pinball chaos.
I don't know. They might hit right in.
Yeah, but I don't think it's going to have enough to make a no.
No, okay.
So, yep, red steals 2 there. They're going to be up 5-0 after 2.
Yep.
All right, so all of our games are either preparing for or throwing in the third end. Making some good time here in either the first round of the B event or the second round of the A event, depending on which games are playing, 2 Bs and 2 As. So the A event would be teams that won their first round game and are therefore still in the running for the overall championship, which gets you a no-expense paid trip to the USCA 5 and Under National Championships later this year. The B events are playing for, there's a nice trophy. It's a very nice trophy. I've seen it. You get your name engraved on it. There's always something to be said for getting a trophy. Yeah, I know, right?
I don't have a trophy.
I don't either. Which makes me wonder, because in other GNCC action going on this weekend, oh, I'm sorry, it's not technically GNCC action, is it? No, it is, yes. The Dykes, which is the men's 5 and Under tournament, the equivalent to this tournament, is going on as 2 separate tournaments.
Yes.
And I wonder who gets the trophy.
Not sure. I mean, the Dykes has always had a lot of teams, you know?
Yes, we had 48 teams here once. I remember that, Dykes. Almost
you
a
know,
decade
Potomac
ago.
always has the option of taking over our friendly Gardens Ice House for extra sheets. I know that is not true for every curling club.
Yeah,
so.
we have to pay for those sheets if we want to do it.
You know.
But yeah. We haven't actually done that in close to a decade now.
When was the last time we hosted the Dykes, right?
No, we didn't do it. We did the Dykes all here.
Oh.
It's just we started on Wednesday.
I heard that if they do the margarita here, they might do that.
We have to. We would have to, because that's a huge Bonspiel thing.
All right, we got some guards going up.
Definitely have classic guard. Red put up the center guard, which is what the team that doesn't have the hammer do. Yellow put up the corner guard, which is what the team with hammer tends to do. So they're playing right out of the book. Interestingly, a lot of the pro teams don't play out of that book anymore.
No.
But
you know.
Because it's essentially a game of chess. Move and counter move, and, you know, if you always present your opponent with the exact same thing, they know how to respond to it.
That's true. That's true.
So second lead stone on its way for Team Fresh Start from Potomac.
Looks like they're putting a nice draw in behind their guard.
It does look like they're putting a nice draw in, or alternatively a second center guard, depending on the depth.
Did she overthrow it?
No, it's definitely in the house.
Oh,
and
look
it's
at that!
Be, I mean, that's, you could ask for better, but not much better. So that was a pretty little draw, and yeah, I can see Jazz Hands Skip doing. What do I do about that?
I mean, you ignore it.
It didn't look like she's ignoring it. It looked like she's trying to freeze to it, which is a
you gotta
choice.
put your points in, and then go after shot rock. You gotta. Right now, you got no points on the board. You know.
Yeah, I don't. That doesn't appear to be the strategy that she's following. So the lead for Team Jazz Hands, as those of you paying close attention on this, it curls with a stick. She has an interesting two-hand on the stick delivery, which is a little a little unusual in my experience, but it seems to work for her.
She's getting close to shot rock.
Yeah, it's going to be... It's on the line that she was hoping for. It's about 2 feet short, but, I mean, that's not a...
That's something you can use.
Yeah, that's definitely playable. So
looks like the teams on D really like to put rocks in play. They always seem to have a lot going on over there.
It's more fun that way, right?
Yeah. C is building the Great Wall. They've got a lot of guards.
Okay.
A lot of guards. A is playing clean over there. They've only got 3 rocks in play out of 5.
And the yellow redstone, that was just thrown is behind the yellow corner guard over there, just a hair short of the tee.
That's a good
in the
call.
8. That's
Split the house. You can't get rid of them both.
Not easy. I mean,
not at this level of play. I can't get rid of them both. Maybe if we borrow Jennifer Jones,
and have her throw at it about 6 times, maybe she gets 2.
Yeah.
It's asking for a lot. And yellow skip is like, I don't like this. I want to draw in with that broom.
I guess. I think she thinks the draw is still there behind their own stone. I guess.
She thinks, or maybe she's trying to put something in a position that she can use it later. Or there's also the possibility, I mean, she is a newer skip by definition because everybody in this tournament has 5 or fewer years of experience.
That is overthrown.
That's heavy.
Yeah.
And maybe all the way out the back, or it may just sit in the back 12. It's got to hang on. There are scenarios where that stone could end up mattering at the end of the end.
Yep.
Long way to go before we'll know that for sure.
Nice shot on C. Yellow just did a corner promote on their own stone. I'm not sure if that was the goal or just lucky, but they promoted one of their guards into shot rock in the corner of the sheet on the 12.
Very nice. So this stone was not meant to be this guard like this. And
Can't complain about a guard.
It's cutting like it's a pair of scissors, frankly.
Yeah.
It ended up not really in a useful position, frankly. But I don't think that was a delivery problem. I think that was just the stone just behaved differently than expected.
Yeah.
It's challenging. Next stone on its way for Team Jazz Hands. They're looking to draw from left to right, basically probably still trying to get to that, near that red in the 4-foot.
She still thinks the draw is there.
I'm starting to disagree with her because this isn't getting
it
there.
Looks like it's
well,
there.
It's going to tap. I think they're going to tap promote their yellow a little bit. Is it going to be enough? Oh, now that's...
Not enough.
No, but... Is it in a
It was close.
It's in a position where if he could get to a third of it, you could knock that red out. Difficult to do with the other yellow in front of it, but
I think she's calling for peel.
Not with that much broom. No, okay, she's getting closer. What is she hitting?
I mean, not peel, just
I'm not sure what the plan is here, frankly.
I thought she gave the motion to.
Whoa.
Oh.
Okay, so the plan is to fall down when you're pushing out of the hack and shove the stone forward. We shall see what we get. We're going to get something in the guard family, I think, just based on how fast the stone's not going.
All right,
is it even going to get over? Okay, it got over the hog. It drew in, okay, and it actually successfully overcurled.
I mean, it's guarding that red over there. I mean,
technically true.
Red is sitting shot. Blah.
Red is 1-3.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like that's the stone I needed to guard right now.
What are the? Okay.
Are we okay? We're gonna
to either side of the sheet.
We still think the draw is there. It's just a different draw we're gonna throw. Team Jazz Hands' other stick curler. They have two. This is their Vice.
So,
seeing how her form. She's also
given the
using
amount
the
of
two-hand
curl
stick
you've
technique.
got, you should be looking at like a hack or backline weight hit, and you can get a shot stone and you'd sit too. Or a heavy draw.
So it looks at the moment like, yeah, we're throwing heavy draw, and she's asking for a bunch of curl. She's getting a bunch of curl. This is, actually she's going to get too much curl. She's going to wreck on that top guard.
It does open up shot stone.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, no.
No, there's not enough room.
No,
I mean,
you're right. It looks it on the camera above. But.
Somebody who was capable of throwing a literal laser could get there, but I doubt there's anybody at this level that can do it. I wouldn't want to do it, and I like to believe I can throw good, hard, straight stick shots. So
they're just trying to put another one in, I think.
Yeah, fresh starts, just continuing to play their left to right draw game. It's worked for them so far because, I mean, they're sitting shot. Oh, that picked.
Whoa.
Remember how earlier I was saying I hadn't seen a pick? Well, guess what I just saw. And then it just re-reversed handle, and it's a hogged stone. Something got under that stone. Some rubber fell off of somebody's gripper or something.
So let's see what's going on over in She. We still got a ridiculous amount of guards.
D just did some sort of wacky promote double thing.
Yeah, I think
Not sure it was deliberate, but
they've got so many guards up. They're just doing some weird stuff, trying to.
Yellow's lying 2, 3.
What is C
4?
even calling?
Over on D?
No, I'm looking
C.
at C now.
Who's throwing? Yellow or red? Red's throwing. I do not know the answer to your question, Katie. Meanwhile, over here on B, Yellow's throwing their next stone.
I believe they're trying to promote the yellow into the red.
That's an interesting choice for red to make. Stones.
No, this is yellow.
Way.
Sorry, on B.
On B. Okay, on B, yes, that may have been what they considered, but that stone was not thrown adequately to do that. And it's going to over-curl, and all it's going to do is guard that up.
Sheet C has put up another guard. I don't think that's what they were trying to do, but...
trying and accomplishing are
they
not
have
necessarily the same
now guarded the last remaining port into the house, so...
on the plus side, Yellow has a hard time picking up any more points.
Yeah.
Actually, that's not really true because Yellow's got a nice straight nose promote of that stone right there, don't
they wanted to. It doesn't look like what they're looking at, though.
No, they might. If they're throwing, no, not with that much drop, but
maybe they're promoting.
A T-weight draw could promote that Yellow that's just to the right of the center line.
Yeah.
And it really doesn't have to be all that good of a promote to score a point there because really there's nothing in the 8-foot.
No. So back here on our feature sheet, it looks like Fresh Start thinks there is a draw. So they are going to try to draw.
Or are they just going to guard and prevent the other team from drawing?
Not sure.
This line could be either. We'll know as soon as we see how fast the stone's going. Feels more
I think she's going for the draw.
I think that's a guard. I don't know. It's not going to draw because it's going to cut. It's going to, if anything, it's going to promote that Yellow. It's not going to promote it much, I don't think. And that's not even going to touch that Yellow. Never mind. It's going to curl past it.
It's just going to be a random guard.
Yeah.
Oh, Yellow was successful with their promote over on C.
So that's what they were doing?
That's
what they were doing? They did in fact play the tap?
They got a nice promote, yeah.
It looked like it was there, and that is in fact what appears to have happened.
D, the skips are trying to figure out if there are any shots to call.
Are there any shots to call?
I don't see
we
much
have the wrong we have the wrong end of D at the moment.
Yes. We haven't gotten a score yet.
Well, it's because they're still throwing the third end.
They scored 1. And it would have been Yellow. Scored 1.
In the second end?
I mean,
no, Yellow scored 2 in the second end on D.
On D?
Yep.
Okay. No? We're not going to see this messed up end? I don't know what.
Meanwhile, here on our
feature sheet,
yellow is yellow's having a committee meeting trying to figure out what they're going to do.
Maybe promoting that yellow just to the left of center.
Hey.
Oh, okay. We have sheet D up now. I have no idea what.
Boy, I felt better before we had sheet D up. I have yellow 3.
Yeah.
Do I have yellow 4?
No, just 3.
You sure?
Okay.
Well, now I definitely have yellow 3. I feel like I have yellow 4 now because I feel like
that one's
scoring now.
Well, we'll see in a minute.
Over on B, we're going to do some tap promote action.
Oh, great shot! They are sitting shot now.
They are now sitting shot. That was exactly how they wanted to do that. They got that to happen, and I don't think red can follow it because where the shooter ended up, it's in the way.
No,
so
but there's
I don't think the path's there.
Tap on the red into the yellow they just promoted. Yeah, that's what they're looking at right there.
I don't know that that's as clean as that. Looks like that's asking for a lot of cut. Now on this ice, there's a lot of cut to be had.
I mean, I'd call it, but. I guess sheet C, they were looking at whether they need to measure.
And they've apparently decided that they do not.
I have no idea what the score was. We'll tell you when we see it, folks.
Yellow a bunch. I'm just not sure what the bunch was.
Yeah. On sheet A, red has just put another one in the 4-foot.
So A is sitting 2.
I think that was the end. I think that's...
I know. They're still getting ready to throw a stone down here on A. Well, on the other hand, they're moving stones, so maybe that is the end of the end.
I think that was the end. So red 2.
I don't understand why there's players down here. That's odd. Okay.
Those are the skips.
To go up 6-1. Are they? Oh yeah, you're right. I think you are. Okay, so we're having a committee meeting down here on sheet B as they try to figure out what to do about the house that they're facing, which has yellow in a
yellow is set up to score 1.
Pretty inaccessible spot.
Oh, she's coming in. Can we see the other side of B? There we go.
I think you're right that she's planning on trying to promote that red, tap that red,
yeah,
but
I think it's the right call.
I don't feel like it's
way
there.
Too narrow for that. Whatever that is.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. I don't know what this is going to do, but it ain't going to do that.
Nope.
That stone, that's going to hog. That's not even in play.
No, she just.
That's
way too light and way too narrow. But
yes.
that is okay, because right now they are sitting 5 and giving up 1. So.
Not the end of the world.
And I don't know that yellow has any shot to get to.
Let's see here. I think I'd want to throw.
No. I mean, you just risk messing.
Really wide draw from our left to our right, kissing in off that red in the edge of the 8 and rolling into the 4-foot.
That is a hard shot.
I am not advocating it. I'm just saying that's the only thing that I see that results in any possibility of a second yellow.
Yeah.
I am not saying I would want to throw it, but
I don't know what they're calling it. Maybe just a draw?
So the problem with the draw is the draw, if it's going to work, is going to promote that red.
Yeah.
Or at least has a high risk of it and giving red 1. Or she could just be effectively throwing away. No, this is a legit shot. This is not a throwaway.
She's trying for the draw.
She's not going to get it. She's already on a guard,
yeah.
I think. So random wacky promote action?
Maybe. I mean, that's how they got where they are. Yeah,
did
no.
that now.
No.
So yellow one.
Yep.
Making the score 5-1. Fresh start over Jazz hands after 3.
All right. Well, I'm going to go find your regular commentator partner. Get her back over here for you.
I don't know that she's here this evening, but
Courtney?
I don't know if she's still here.
She signed up to commentate with you.
Agreed, but I don't know that she's still here.
Yeah, she is. She's at the bar.
It's all good.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you
Nice
very much for being here
talking
while
to you.
you're here.
Bye, folks.
Absolutely.
Have fun.
Talk to you later. All right, so you now get to listen to me opine about curling for an hour. We are getting ready here. Oh, no, actually, we're still looking at what are we doing? What are we doing? Beating up stones? What are we doing here? Okay, now we're ready to start the fourth end here in our feature game. All of our games are working their way through the fourth end. Over on sheet D, yellow hung up a 4 to go up 6-1. On sheet A, red hung up a 2. They're up 6-1. On C, yellow took a 1. They're up 4-1. So we're just kind of starting our way through the lead stones here in this fourth end. And still working out of the same typical playbook. Team that doesn't have hammer throws a center guard, and it looks like team that has hammer is asking to throw. Actually, she put the broom in the house as though she wants it in the house, but that just she may just actually want a corner guard. It's hard to say. No, she's definitely putting. Yep, she changed directions. Not 100% sure what she's looking for, I gotta be honest. Stone is on its way. It's gonna be a guard of some sort. It might drag to that. No, it is about 6 inches short of the house. Okay. Yellow draws in, not quite to behind the guard. It didn't quite cut enough at the end to get behind the cover, unfortunately. But they are lying the one. Red looks like they're looking for a right to left draw to the button. Stone is on its way. Line looked like it started out pretty good. The skip and the sweepers aren't sure on the weight yet. Starting to move definitely past the top guard. Is it going to get past that second guard? Is it going to chip off of it? It chips off of it. That actually does, however, scrub enough speed that the stone sticks around in the 8 foot. It's very exposed, but it is there. So it looks like Jazz Hand skips saying, all right, I'd like to do the hit and roll. Maybe not. Opinion has been changed. Now I'm not sure what she's doing now, actually. So I don't think that stone was thrown as hard as the skip was hoping for. It has just turned into a very wide corner guard. Might Yep, it's guarding the edge of the 12-foot. It moved a ton. I don't think that was the shot that she had in mind there. Fresh start skip is taking a look at the run back. They're red onto the yellow, and that run back would leave them lying at least 2, maybe 3, depending on what the what, if any, role the shooter ended up having after the contact. Probably only 2. Stone is on its way. Feels a little wide to me, but everything's moving. Yeah, it's gonna flash past on the outside. Not gonna contact with anything, just to clear through and through. That was definitely a missed shot. Happens. Yellow still lies 1. Yes. Yellow jazz hands from Philadelphia lies 1. And is again planning on curling a draw from our left to our right, your right to left. I believe she's trying to get into the 8-foot, maybe even the 4-foot, behind that guard just to the right of center. It's asking for a lot of movement, but frankly, on this ice, it's there. A lot of movement is a thing that does exist. But it did not, so they promoted the red onto their yellow, bumped the yellow to the back of the 4-foot. It is still behind a cover. It's behind that very, 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 very high guard. So what is fresh start skip asking her team to do? It looks like she's looking to just draw in. Interesting. Stone's on its way. Feels to me like it was a little tight, not all the way out to the broom, which could be dangerous on this ice because it does move a ton. The sweepers are on it trying to hold it. They got it past the top guard. Is it going to get to that Yellowstone? It is. It's going to pop that yellow. Red lies 3 now after that shot that was just about what the doctor ordered for them. Jazz hands trying to figure out how to respond. So the in-off hitting the exposed red out here in the 8-foot and rolling in towards the button is a thing that does exist. The box just got stolen again. For those who aren't familiar with that, the women this draw are competing for the box. Every time you do a draw that touches the button or a double takeout, you claim the box, and whoever has the box at the end of the game, at the end of the time, will get whatever's inside the box. We don't know what's inside the box. Some sort of fabulous prize.
But it's changed like 3 times in the last 5 minutes.
It is. The box is being very busy. And this yellow, instead of getting to the red, just kind of clipped the top guard and split those out, which, I mean, makes yellow's life a little easier, but I believe the box, the box has been claimed. So the folks over on sheet D did, in fact, just win the box. Good job, them. And so now we are looking at fresh starts. Skip is basically trying to throw probably a guard to guard that shot Stone on the button. That's definitely guard weight. See where it ends up. Wow, that just took off like it picked on something. It made a severe left, or right actually from Stone's point of view, and is over here now on the extreme right end of the sheet. That must have grabbed something, like something came off of somebody's gripper or something, because that just all of a sudden, that went from a normal, straight, good path through to it just bit. So I feel like it probably picked something up, like somebody dropped something accidentally off their gripper or off their broom or something. It happens. Let's see what Jazz Hands does with the minor gift. Stick curler delivery. Again, the two-hand stick curl is a little odd to me, but seems to work for her, so that's all that really matters. Stone's coming down. Is it going to make the contact? I think it is. No, it slid past and just wrecked on theirs in the back. Didn't miss by much, but it did miss. That's unfortunate. So now Fresh Start has another opportunity to throw that guard up. They'd like to avoid the pick that they got last time. I suspect that we will probably see the sweepers keeping this clean all the way down, just because that's sort of a natural tendency after a picked stone, is just to keep the pads clean, just to make sure that whatever you ran into the first time, you don't run into again the second time. And yep, that's what's going on. Well, actually, no, it looks like the sweepers are actually sweeping this with intent, because I'm not sure that's in play yet. Okay, it's definitely going to be, it's going to get past the hog line. Is it going to get all the way over to where they want it, to the center? It's going to be close. Yeah, actually, that's a really good guard. That guard works just fine. They had to work it to get it there, but that's a perfectly fine guard, guarding their shot stone. Like I said, yellow is currently lying 3, and with the hammer this end, red is lying 3 rather, with the hammer this end, and we are working our way into Skip's rocks. So we're starting to run out of stones this end. Yellow's got to kind of start figuring out what they're going to do. Looks like they're just calling for they're calling for the draw, which if they could draw to that red, the red is behind the tee. So if they could draw to the red successfully, that would be a pretty good shot. See how that works out. And all of our games are working through skip stones here in the fourth end. So we'll have some fourth end scores for you here in just a minute. All right, so the first yellow skip stone is on its way. Sweepers are hitting it for line more than distance, I think. Looks like it's clear of the guard. Looks like it's drawing in. Boy, that might just absolutely be beautiful. That is a perfectly executed stone. Maybe a little hard. They maybe didn't want to bump the red quite as far as they did to defend it, but that's perfectly adequate. Because now red has to basically follow that shot, which is not easy. Now they did just have the example, so they just saw precisely what worked for the other team, but we'll see if they can execute it. If that's even what they want to do. Looks like it is based on the broom positioning I'm seeing. And now that Yellowstone is above the tee, so if red just draws to it, yellow would still be shot because it's in front of the tee rather than behind the tee. That makes a significant difference. Okay, we're starting to get some fourth end scores over on sheet D. Yellow took a 1. The golden curls are up 7-1 over Team Meow. All right, the red stone is on its way. This is the first of 2 skip stones. It's trying to duplicate the draw. It's got a chance. It's coming. Is it going to come enough? I think it is. Yes, it makes the contact with the yellow. Kicks it out far enough. Red lies 1. Now, the red stone did roll a little bit to the outside, so it's not covered. In fact, there's actually a nice pocket that if yellow blasted it, they'd get both of those reds, but I think there's a danger there that the red that's in the forefoot could jam on that yellow in the back. So I don't know if you're going to want to do that. looks like they're just going for a repeat. So they're just saying, okay, anything you can do, I already did, and I'm going to do again. Yellow, or sorry, sheet A just completed their fourth end. We'll give you that score as soon as we know what's up. And sheet C has completed its fourth end. We'll give you that score as soon as we know what's up. Okay, the draw attempt is on its way. Looks pretty similar to the last stone that was thrown by yellow to me, which was exactly what she needed. It's starting to come at the moment. She's on the outer of that pocket. She pops that and kicks that red. How far does she kick it? Not enough. Red is shot. Red is definitely shot. So now Fresh Start has an opportunity. If they can pull the draw, they could get a 2. There's no way for them to get a 3. But a 2 is a 2 is an accomplishable task here. It was a 3 in the second, yeah. Yep, sheet C score was wrong. It was a 3 in the second, so the score is actually 4-1. There we go. And whatever the fourth end score was, they haven't hung that yet, although they're throwing 5. They're lining up the taking a long discussion over this shot here on B. Doesn't seem like it should be that difficult. It really just should be a matter of figuring out the line to get to the inner edge of that yellow, pop out that yellow, roll just a little bit into the forefoot, claim 2, call it good. But hasn't happened yet. All right, we got our fourth end score over on sheet A. It was a 4. So, no, I'm sorry, it was a 3. So the score is 6-4 over on sheet A. Sweep Caroline over Albany Nippers. All right, the stone from Fresh Start is on its way. Looking to just get a tap and slate roll in. They're going to get the tap, and they're going to, no, they're not. Oh, yeah, they did get the tap. Is it going to stop in time? I think so, but we'll see what the teams say. Certainly 1 red. Is it 2? Okay, they're kicking stones. They have an agreement. I'm pretty sure it was 2, which would make it a 7-1 game in favor of Jazz Hands after 4. So over on sheet A, as I said, yellow got a 3 in the fourth end, making that a 6-4 game over on A. And they still haven't hung the fourth end score on C, so I'm not sure what's going on there yet. So here we are. We are at the halfway point of the game. With a 7-1 score in favor of Fresh Start over Jazz Hands, I believe. Yes. Here we are working through the 5th. On all of our games, we're just waiting for the C score to confirm so that we can plug that in. We're not sure what they got yet. Red has 1 stone in here in our feature game just behind the tee in the right-hand 8-foot. They were going for a corner guard to guard that, but it overcurled a little bit. It's just completely exposed. Team Jazz Hands has a center guard, and they're going to attempt to draw in behind that center guard. Don't know that this is going to get behind it. It might promote it, though, or it might split it. No, it's going to promote it. It's going to promote it straight back. It accomplishes essentially the same result, so that's perfectly fine. Not the way they called it, but it still worked out, so it's fine. Yeah, it didn't quite get deep enough, so red is still lying one, but yellow's in a position where they've got that front of the house, and you can do things with that as opposed to the redstone, which is kind of sitting out there all on its lonesome. Yellow having hammer here in the 5th. That's a little bit of a better guard from red. Kind of protects that red stone that's currently shot. It's open on the outside, but I've noticed a lot of 5 and under teams don't really enjoy throwing out to the edge of the sheet to curl in for a hit. And that appears to be what Jazz Hands is not doing. They're going out to the other edge of the sheet to do that draw. Same one they tried a lot last end, and it never really came together for them. So see if they have different luck with that this end. Stone is on its way. Is it going to get past? It does not. It wrecks on the top guard, exposing their yellow stone in the top of the 12-foot. Does give them 2 guards, which might be useful later, but does kind of take away from their ease of scoring at the moment. Looks like Fresh Start is intending to curl around those yellow guards. Again, going from our left to our right, right to left as you're seeing it on, actually no, left to right as you're seeing it on the screen currently also. There's a very wide line to start with. Oh, and C hung the score, but I can't see it. I know they hung the 4, I'm just not sure where it got hung. Apparently yellow scored. I'm just not sure what they scored. There's a couple people standing in front of the scoreboard, so
Looks
I can't
like
see.
5 yellow.
Total of 5?
Oh.
Hey, Todd's got a better angle on it. He's saying it's a 5. He's saying they got yellow up to 5. I believe him.
I'm looking at it on it. I can see it a little bit better on this.
I believe. Okay, so that makes that score 5-1. Sweeping Beauties over Team Nutmeg, the Spice Girls. So now we know where everybody is going in, working our way through the middle of the fifth ends. Another yellow stone on its way. What's it going to do? It's going to split that, and the shooter rolls over to the other side. Red's still shot. Yellow's close, though. And yellow now has 2 solid stones in the house. So if they could figure out what to do about that red, and the red's exposed, frankly. So they could be laying 3. Now red's getting ready to shoot, so they could do something about it. But the opportunity exists. Looks like Fresh Start is going to attempt to do something with their red stone that's just in front. Stone is on its way. It's cutting, again, it's cutting way faster than they anticipated. So at the moment, ooh, this might just promote that yellow up. Okay, it tapped its red first, that scrubbed enough energy so it didn't put another yellow stone in. Yellow's still lying, well, red lying 1, yellow has 2 and 3, and a couple of stones that they could do something with in front of that. That red stone is exposed, so there's very little at keeping Jazz Hands from taking a crack at it, and that appears to be what the skip is asking to have done. So Jazz Hands skip asking Jazz Hands Vice to hook her stick up and pop that red out. I'm sure she'd love to roll under the cover after the hit, but the hit's the thing. Stone is on its way. Oh, that's well inside the broom, like ridiculously inside the broom. That is not going to accomplish the desired goal. What is it going to do? It is going to pop that. It was red guard, bringing it in, but it's just 4th stone at the moment. That stone, unfortunately, the shooter was well inside her target, and it just went downhill from there. And you can tell she's not happy with herself from the way that stone went. She's questioning herself. She knows that didn't go the way she wanted it to go. Next stone's on its way for Fresh Start. They were trying to play the wide draw game. Well, actually, I think they were trying to do a hit and roll off that yellow. They're going to get the hit, but they're not going to get the roll they're looking for. It just kind of turned into a nose. Now, that is second shot. Red is currently lying 2. They did not get the roll that they were hoping for, but they have 2 stones in the 8-foot. Well, one's clearly in the 8-foot, one's just barely biting the 8-foot. Yellow kind of has to decide what it wants to do anything with. They're going to take another shot at the shot that they attempted last time, popping that red that's exposed over here on the right, ideally with a roll afterwards. Let's see how things go this time. Shooter's making her approach. Line is better, but I don't know that the force is what she needs. It might be. It's coming. It's coming. Nope, it's going to be too slow, and it's just going to pop those 2 guards up front. It just didn't quite get where she needed it to go, unfortunately. Sheet C has finished the 5th end. They're working on the 6th. They've hung the score. I'm not sure what they hung. Another 1 for yellow, I think. 2 for yellow. Making that a 7-1 game. Sweeping Beauties leading Team Nutmeg. There are lots of stones in play here. The space between the 4-foot lines in front of the house is kind of a crowded little landmine field to deal with. Red's getting ready to throw. Right, they're asking right now just how open is our red stone that's currently shot. The answer is completely open, by the way. There's nothing in front of that, so a guard in front of that wouldn't be a horrible shot. They're considering other options. They've settled on a shot. I'm not 100% sure what they've settled on, frankly. The broom is currently in this, just off the button to the right. I think her plan is to throw something at about T-weight and promote the red stone that's between the two yellows just in front of the house and tap that red up a little bit. That's an aggressive shot. I can understand the situation. I can understand why they're doing it, but it's an aggressive call. That's for sure. Stone is on its way. Feels too light for the job. It is too light for the job. It's going to curl off. Where is this going to go? Is this going to cause any problems? I don't think so. I think it's just going to harmlessly end up out in the space out in front of the edge of the 12-foot, if it even gets past the hog. Did it even get past the hog? It didn't even get past the hog. That's a hog stone and will be removed from play. All right, so we're taking a look. Yellow getting ready to throw their first skips stone of this fifth end. They're down by 6. They got to put something together. And that hasn't, they're not really in a great position to do that right now. They do have a yellow stone just not quite touching the 8-foot, but it's behind an awful lot. It's not an easy promotion opportunity. They're going to try for this in-off again off that red, but even that just lies them 1 and has to be executed perfectly for that to occur. We'll see how that goes. Skip's first stone is on its way. The line looks pretty good. The sweepers are on it. Are they going to get past the guards? If they get past the guards, they make it. They did not get past the guards. Tap, 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 tap. A lot of pinball, no effective change. Well, 1 effective change. The attack at that red stone is no longer there. One of the yellow stones is now in the way. All right, we got the fifth end score over on sheet A. Sweep Caroline hung a 4 to go up 10-1 over on sheet A. 10 to whatever yellow has. 10-4, I'm sorry. Somebody was standing in front of the 4. 10-4 after 5 on sheet A. Sweep Caroline leading the Albany Nippers. We also have the fifth end score on sheet D. The Golden Curls are up 9-1 over Team Meow after 5. Okay, fresh starts. Final stone of this end is on its way. They're trying to figure out if they've got a way to put a third one in the scoring zone. Not sure what the attempt is. What are they trying to promote something? They're not going to with this, I don't think. No, they're just going to stop a yellow promote. Okay, yellow can't promote that now. What can yellow do? Does yellow have a shot for anything more than 1? Does yellow even have a shot for 1? What yellow could do is they could tap the yellows on the center If they executed that exactly right, they could get that yellow that's just not quite in the 8 foot to end up shot, but that's delicate. I don't see a draw. There's too many stones in front of the house. There's no draw to the 4 foot. There's nothing there. I don't see anything else. I don't. So really all they have is this attempt at the tap. And really, to have the maximum chance on this, they actually want to make sure that they hit that top yellow just to the center line side, so basically just to the left of center, so that it'll come over a little bit and promote that second yellow back more in a straight line. The angle that it's at right now could hit that red. Taking a long time looking at it, and I don't blame them. This is the shot's basically the game. They're down 7-1. If they give up a steal of 2 here, it's the game's over. It's all over but the crying. But what are they attempting to do? Are they? Is this a tap line at a T-weight draw? Are they expecting us to curl that much? Which, admittedly, it probably does. The front end's not sure that they agree with the skip's call, I don't think. There's some head shaking. But skip has made her call. They're going to do what they're going to do. Let's see what happens here. Stone is on its way. Sweepers are on it. Sweepers are on it. Line's about right. Is the weight about right? They've got the tap. Yes, it's going to work. They take the red out. They got the 1. They only got the 1, but they do get the 1. So that makes our score 7-2 after 5. So, nicely executed shot. Only gets a 1, but at least stops the bleeding, and they're closer than they were a minute ago, which is what's important. But they are kind of starting to run out of ends. They got to get some. Something changing in their direction. But they're still alive. It's better to score than to let somebody else score most of the time. So all our games are working their way through the 6th ends. Games over on C and D are getting kind of close to the end of their 6th end. See how things are going. Okay, our coordinator Alison is out there. I think games are being told that they have the end they're on and 1 more. Based on time, I'm not 100% sure. I will confirm with her when she comes back in.
No shoving, Janet. Get him there.
I'm pretty sure that's what she was out there telling teams, but I have not heard an official confirmation of that, so I'm not 100% sure. But I think games are being told that they're at 2 hours, so which they are. They started at they started at 8:40. They started at 8:55. So they started about 10 minutes late. Red throwing their stone, trying to basically draw in behind the center guard that yellow put up there with the first stone of the end. It's going to overcurl a little. Actually, it's going to overcurl a lot. It's going to be a little deep also. It's totally exposed in the back 8. That's a little deeper than they really wanted. Nicely executed raise, almost double over on C, but it doesn't quite get the second one out, so yellow's flying 3 as we're getting close to the end of that end. Yellow's getting ready to throw their last. Red does have the hammer. Yellow trying to draw in behind their guard, also over curls. A little shorter than the other one, exposed. They're at the top of the 4 foot as opposed to the back of the 8 where Redstone is. Yellow lies 1, but they need to put together a fairly big number if they got problems. Yellow basically over on sheet C, trying to draw what would be a 4th stone into the house. Basically trying to put it behind the cover up on the top of the button. That's basically what they did. Well, they put it on the back of the button, but it doesn't change the point much. Yellow puts a 4th one in. Red's getting ready to throw their hammer. Really all they have is a draw to the button against 4. Already down 7-1 over there on C. That's got to be a sickening feeling. Actually, I've been there. I know it's a sickening feeling. Yellow throwing a stone, trying to get another thing into the 4 foot behind the cover up top. It just looks like it's going to be short. Might even chip the guard. It is going to chip the guard. That actually creates a better guard in front of their yellow that's currently shot, but stealing 1 doesn't really help them at the moment. They need to put a larger steal up to have a chance of coming back in this game. All of the teams that are behind need some help. Okay, Red's hammer on C is on its way. As I said before, it's basically a draw to the button against 4 to have really any chance of staying alive. The stone is cutting pretty hard. Is it going to get past the guards or is it going to rub the guards? It rubs a guard. It's going to cut yellow down to only 1, but yellow does take 1 on sheet C to go up 8-1 after 6. Red's trying to draw into the back button, but definitely got there. Red lies 1 behind the mess. Yellow is basically trying to play a game of button. Who's got the button? It looks a little hard for that for me, but the sweepers are on it, so I don't know. Yeah, it's too swift. It's going to go through the house. Yep, it's not even. They don't even need to sweep it to go through the house. It's through the house. That's not what yellow needs at this point. While we're at this point of this game, but it is what it is. Fresh start from Potomac, looking to put essentially a guard up. It is a guard. Don't know essentially about it. A guard up in front of the draw line that yellow's been chasing, which makes sense. Red's lying 1 on the back. That suits them just fine at the moment. So they're just kind of looking to guard on the draw. Long as they get past the hog, they're happy. They're past the hog. It's fine. They're happy. The stone's just dandy. At least if it stops, it might overcurl. Now that's fine. That's on the draw line. That's going to be, that stops a yellow draw to the button. That makes life extremely complicated for yellow. Yellow's only option is to spend a stone to peel that guard out. And yellow's running out of rocks this game, unfortunately. So that's going to be a problem for them. Okay, yellow's stone is on the way. Vice is first, I believe. Looking to peel the guard. I think it's gonna makes contact, but not enough to peel it. Shooter does go out. It does move the red stone over, so it does get it out of the draw line, which was the goal. It didn't fully peel, but it did get it over out of the way. So red's just gonna put this back. Basically, red's just gonna keep playing this game. They're perfectly happy playing this game. We'll put up a guard. You do something with it. All right, we have a final over on 6, over on D rather, after 6. Not sure what the score was, but there has been shakes and concessions. And so that game is over, and the Golden Curls defeat Team Meow. We're not sure what that final score was. Fresh start, just looking to put that guard in. Came in, it's not as good a guard as the last one, and that's the hope that you get when you peel a guard, is that the next guard isn't going to be as good. So the draw line is there, so Jazz Hands is going to try to, well, draw. Stone is on its way. Ooh, that looks like that pinched the broom line something fierce. It also feels like it's heavy, but it is cutting nicely. Is it going to get where it needs to be? No, it's going to slide through, unfortunately. Another stone through the house, which gives Fresh Start an opportunity to try that guard again. That is essentially what they're doing. A little bit narrow. Is this going to have the same problem where it's going to overcurl? Kind of looks like it might. But on the other hand, what it might do is it might chip off that last guard and roll out a little bit, make it a little bit better. Now it really didn't do that either. It's not a great guard, but doesn't need to be a great guard at this point. I mean, there's something to be said for being up 5 points in the 6th end, with currently having the shot stone. Okay, Jazz Hands Skip has called her shot. Her intent is draw to the button. Been having some issues getting there so far, but Skip is basically saying, betting on herself, basically. She has her own confidence that she can pull this off. Okay, so we have a 6th end score on sheet A, 2 yellow, making that 10-6 over on sheet A. Yellow skips first stone over here on sheet B, on its way. I think she pinched the broom a little bit too. The sweepers are definitely on it for line more than weight. And it has cut something fierce. It's going to wreck into the guard pile. It's not going to do much of anything. Wow, that stone, it moved a ton. So we will see what Fresh Start Skip is going to do with her first stone, keeping in mind she has the hammer this end, just to make life just a little bit happier for her. She's up 7-2. She's in the 6th end of an 8-end game. She's up by 5. She has hammer. She's currently lying 1. That's a pretty powerful position to be in. She's got to feel pretty good about her chances here at the moment. All right, so Fresh Start's Skip is sitting down and getting ready to try the guard. I assume it's the guard. At least that's the intent. Stone is on its way. It also overcurled. It's not guarding, so yellow with the hammer could, yellow doesn't have the hammer, sorry. Yellow with its last could try to get in on that button and be in a position to steal 1. It's not really enough, but it's every little bit helps. You can't score 5 if you don't score 1 first. Oh, wait a minute, Yellow hung a 3. I thought they were showing a 2, but they hung a 3 over on sheet A. That makes it 10-7. I thought I saw the Vices only holding up 2 fingers, but they just hung a 3, so they presumably know what they did. All right, here comes Yellow's last here in the 6th. She's basically trying to find the draw and just get to that button to be in a position to steal. She pretty much needs this to work, or she's in a rough spot. Sweepers aren't touching it. Here comes the cut. Are we past the guards? We're past the top guard. We're not past the back guard, though. It bounces off of that, bounces off to the side. Red lies 1. Red has the hammer. There's still a stone to come. Is Red conceding at this point, or are they asking her to throw her hammer? Or they're having a discussion. I'm not sure what they're discussing about. I think there's the recognition that we just don't care. I think they're throwing the stone just to get the stone back, and then there's going to be handshakes. I'm not 100% sure that's true, but it kind of looks that way based on the conversation I just saw. Particularly if she actually does put this in and get her second point. That's going to make it 9-2, and if I understand correctly, there's only 1 end left in the game. So stone is on its way. There's a lot of people blocking my view. I can't see how it's going. It's going pretty well. It's clear of the top guard. It's clear. Oh, it bumped that guard a little bit. Nope, 1 red. That makes the score 8-2. And yep, there's the concession. So that game, our feature game is over. Fresh Starts defeats Jazz Hands. Final score of 8-2. So now we're gonna switch over and take a look at our Sheet C game. It's currently 8-1 in favor of Sweeping Beauties in this 7th end. Red just threw a stone through the port. I don't know if that wasn't delivered. It may have been delivered. I don't know. There's a recognition in their part that this game is basically over. Yellow's stone is on its way. I'm not sure what they're trying to deal with the 2 reds over here on the left. It's gonna pop the outer one. Is it gonna do anything with about the inner one? Yeah, pop the inner one actually. Inner one cleared, outer one cleared them both? Yeah, cleared them both. Okay. They're gone. So that's convenient, sort of. And okay, that's game. We have a handshakes on C. Yellow realizes they're out of material. So that final score is 8-1, Sweeping Beauties over Team Nutmeg. And the game on A is in its last end also. That would be Sweep Caroline against the Albany Nippers. Sweep Caroline currently up 10-7. And there are, where are we at? We have 4 stones left for each team. Red will have hammer. Currently, yellow looks like they're lying 1, but they need to make a 3 out of this. It's a rough position for the Albany Nippers to be in. And I don't think they meant to throw that guard up. Starting to run out of stones. They've only got 3 more stones, and they're going to be their final end. The coordinator has gone out and told them that this is their final end. Sweep Caroline basically just trying to draw in behind the pile, end up being shot after this. Stone is on its way. Sweepers are working it for distance. The line is fine. It's clear of everything out in front of it. Now they're just trying to see if they can get it to bury. They can't quite get it to bury, but it's perfectly fine from their point of view, just touching the top of the 4-foot. Yellow has to deal with it. And a stone that they spend dealing with, it's probably not going to be a stone that scores. And getting rid of yellow stones is all it really takes at this point. Yellow Vice throwing their 2nd Vice stone of the game, or of the end rather. It has gone off to the side. Is that going to touch the sideboard? Apparently it did not touch the sideboard. So they're trying to, they're still sweeping it, they're bringing it in, but I don't think this is going to get the job done that they're looking for. Wow, that curved, that almost touched the sideboard and it ended up a center guard. That is a ton of off-the-wall curl. Red's Vice getting ready to throw her last from the Sweep Caroline team. This is an event in the first round of the B event. Both of these teams lost their first game. The winner of this continues on in the B. The loser moves on down into the C as we approach the Saturday games. Red stone is on its way. It's coming down. It's over curled across the center line. It's just in front of the pack. Yellow has 2 stones left this game. They're currently lying none. They need to lie 3 to tie. They have to get rid of that red stone that's just touching the top of the fork and get both of these stones, or 2 other stones. They got a couple other stones in front of the house, to count. It's a tall order at this point for the Albany Nippers. They're taking a look. The Albany Nippers skip taking ginger steps back down towards the hack. So looks like they're just trying to outdraw, which is a odd choice given the game situation, but she's got a plan. I'm not quite sure what it is. Stone is on its way. Sweepers are on it. That's not going to get what they need to get done. It just wrecks into some guards up front. All Red really has to do at this point is try to figure out an approach that keeps Yellow from getting rid of that red and getting 2 more yellows in the house. I don't see it as mathematically possible. I don't think the physics is there, but they may see something I don't see. So Red getting ready to throw their first skip stone. Red does also have the hammer this end, just to add a little bit of insult to injury. So whatever Yellow does, Red has an opportunity to respond to. Stone is on its way. They're really just kind of looking to just put a guard in play, because that'll be enough. Stone's in play. It's gonna guard up something. All right, what kind of craziness does Yellow have in mind? They have to somehow get rid of that red that's currently shot and get 2 of theirs inside of those other 2 reds. There's not a shot on the board that can accomplish that. They might be able to make a 2, which will, let them feel a moral victory, but there's no way to make a 3 here, I don't think. So I think this game is about to be over. She's going to try something, but the likelihood of it succeeding is all but nil. This is the hammer. Well, it's not the hammer, actually. It's Yellow's last. Red actually has the hammer after this, so even if yellow managed to pull off some sort of miracle and make it all work, red's got a response. Okay, stone's on its way. Let's see what happens. She's basically planning on playing pinball and hoping that the results end up with possibly an extra ball or something like that. I don't know. But she's got the tap. She taps a second red in. Well, no. Red's lying 1. Okay, that's game. So Sweep Caroline defeats the Albany Nippers. And that wraps up this end, folks. So this draw, rather. So I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you for sticking with us till the end here. And for Todd, this is Alan saying good night. See you tomorrow, folks. Have a good one.